Oh man, look at you all already in the chat, waiting for your boy. I apologize for the tardiness. I had to put the finishing touches on a video that I'm probably going to release later on after I'm done with this live stream. So had to do all that YouTube admin backend stuff. Y'all know how it is. And look at that. YouTube already sent out the notification to let everybody know that I'm live. Man, whoo. Man, YouTube has been kind of messing up lately, man, with the analytics and views not being correct and all over the place and kind of goofy going on. What's happening with the YouTube? But we here. We're live. It's Friday. You guys are already in the cut. We got 19 people already in the chat. Oh my Lord. What is going on here? I love it. Woo! But yeah, tonight's gonna be fun. Tonight is gonna be fun. So let me plug this phone in real quick. So I can get this party started. I think we've been keeping you all waiting long enough. Yeah. It'll have to upload it tomorrow morning. Might think about that. Definitely a possibility. I mean, doesn't really need to be uploaded tonight. So I might do that. That might be a move. That might be the move. All right. So you all been waiting long enough. Actually, I gotta let the people know on Twitter. I gotta let the Twitter nation know that we're live. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where we at? Okay, there it is. There's the tweet. Let me do what I gotta do here. We are live. All right. Yes. The tweet is about to go out. And bam, the tweet is out. All right. Do what we gotta do. Let me turn the game down. No, not yet. So, current time is 6:37 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means you are in the right place. You are on the right YouTube channel, baby. Oh, yes. Most of you all I have seen in the chat before, so most of you know what's about to happen next. But just in case you're lurking and you're new here, this is the part of the live stream where I'm going to need you to turn your volume down. Because if you don't turn your volume down, I cannot be held liable for what your neighbors think about you listening to some loud dude on YouTube. That is on you, not on me. Because what happens next is nothing more than the single most live stream. Actually, hold on. It's the single most electrifying live stream introduction in YouTube today. The decibel level is about to go up. So you might want to turn your headphones thing down. Turn the volume down. Actually, let me turn the gain down so I don't kill all of y'all and things like that. And then we can get it on. Yes. All right. Woo! Go. Friday night, baby. They ready to go. Let's go to work. What's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, and we are live. Welcome to Friday Night Vibe, baby. Woo! Oh, yes. It is that day again. We are back. We are live on YouTube. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. That is the way you bring in the live stream on a Friday night. So, before I get started with this evening festivities, let me see who I got in the chat tonight. First on the list is my head of security, El Jefe Review. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, baby? Next on the list is my enforcer, Genosis is in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing, Genosis? What's going on with you? It's like a free fall between Genosis and El Jefe up here. What's going on? Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit. They were having a little chit chat. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll down. See who we else got. We got a lot of people in here. We got Alan Osborne is out there. What's up, Alan, baby? How you doing, baby? How you doing, Alan? Nice to see you here. Nice to see you in the cut on the stream on a Friday night. Oh, we got Trenton Marshall Tech Rant. What's up, Trenton? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And we got the dude Mike from Bender Tube. What's up, Mike? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by, Mike. I appreciate you. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Who else we got? Oh, we got my man Lethal Emperor. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing, Lethal? Nice to see you tonight. Oh, we got the Norwegian sensation, Even A. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? All the way from Norway. And of course, it would not be a Friday Night Vibe without my man 504. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Oh, we got all my heavy hitters in the cut. Alex Jackson is out there too. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Who else we got? Oh, we got my homie from the UK, Marvin Wallace. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And we got Tech for Your Need. What's up, bro? How you doing? And we got some super chat. I'll get to those in a moment. But let me go back up. How did it do that? How did it do that? Okay. We got Gwendolyn G. Hey, Gwendolyn, how you doing? Gwendolyn has been showing up regularly lately. What's up? And we got my dude, the poet. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And of course, the Bionic Scoop. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? And we got F. Nick. What's up, man? How you doing, man? How you doing? And we got, I'm about to butcher this so badly. We got Kaju Cars. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? Or you might be a woman. My bad. I don't know. But what's up, Kaju? How you doing? How you doing? Who else we got? Let me keep going down. Let me keep the scroll game going. See who we got. Oh, we got Colin up in here, turning up the volume. I'm not responsible for what happens to your hearing, baby. How you doing, Colin? How you doing? Woo! Oh, and we got Slaw. OTF. What's up, Slaw? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Slaw, how you doing? All right. And we got the super chat floodgates have been opened by my dude, Travis MCP. What's up, Travis? How you doing, baby? How you doing, Travis? How you doing? How you doing, man? And we got Wisdom Empire. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? And we got Steph. What's up, Steph? How you doing, man? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. And we got another super chat from Mr. Battery Powered. What's up, man? Thank you for the $19.99, bro. I appreciate it, Mr. Battery Powered. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we got Market Span. What's up, Market? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Who else we got? Oh, we got Fit Blonde Fitness. What's up? How you doing? Oh, she got the Rona. Oh, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully, stay home, rest up, and get used to being at home because you're going to be at home for a while. But just take care of yourself. This Rona ain't playing no games. Oh, we got Greg Gadget. What's up, Greg? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Greg's in the cut. Yeah. And we got Scott S. What's up, Scott? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And we got another super chat from my head of security. Hefe Reviews. That's right. Tell them, Hefe, they better wash their hands, man. They better wash their hands. They know the procedures. If they don't know by now, they better ask somebody. That's right. 35 people in the cut. How y'all doing? Holy Lord. Everybody's up in the cut tonight. Okay, I like this. So, we got more incoming. I like this. Oh, shout out to y'all lurking out there. I know there's a bunch of y'all lurkers out there. Y'all out there every live stream. Y'all don't like to say anything. Y'all just like to sit back and listen or watch. I appreciate you lurkers. So Lurk Team 6, what's up? How y'all doing? And we got Josephine DeSchmidt. Hey, Josephine, how you doing? Oh, we got more super chat. What is happening right now? We got Trenton Marshall. What's up, bro? That's right. Thank your IT department and wash your hands. I appreciate that, Trenton. That's right. Us IT people would have greatly appreciated if y'all wash your hands and keep y'all equipment clean too. Good Lord. And of course, the super chat, a 504 super chat from Mr. 504. What's up, bro? How you doing, 504? Thank you for the super chat, sir. Definitely appreciate it. Oh, we got my man, Big George Coronios. What's up, George? How you doing, man? How you doing, George? Waiting all night, huh? And we got Gamcast. What's up, Gamcast? How you doing, man? How you doing? So, I don't know if anybody else is going to join me on this live stream tonight. But the lovely Shannon Vlogs is going to be joining me here in about 15 minutes. So we are going to have Shannon on the stream. So I'm pretty excited to talk to Shannon. It's been a while since she's been on. So shout out to Shannon for joining me tonight on the live. But so wait. Don't want to miss any incoming. What's up, Mech1164? What's up, bro? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So you see the title of the live stream? Oh my God, why? Why do we keep going? Why do I keep coming back to this? I have talked about this on the live stream before, but after the events of last week, I got to talk about it again. So, of course, you all see the title of the live stream, Journalists versus YouTubers. Now, it really, really should not be this way. I don't even know why we keep having these like tit for tat over dumb stuff. I just don't get it. It really kind of it makes no sense to me because we're all trying to accomplish the same thing at the end of the day. We're all on the same team, but nope, no. There's always some drama. Even if the drama lays dormant for a little while, at some point, the drama is going to come back up and rear its ugly head, and that's what we had last week. So it all started off with the guy that I am now calling the world's most accurate Apple insider as of right now, John Prosser. You can't take that away from him. I don't care if you love John Prosser. I don't care if you hate John Prosser. He has leaked a lot of Apple info this year, and none of it has been wrong. So right now, on April 10th, 2020, John Prosser, not Mean Chico, John Prosser is the world's most accurate Apple insider. But John Prosser dropped a leak, I think a week or two ago. His leak was talking about how Apple is trying to decide internally if they want to launch the iPhone 9 in the middle of April. He said that they might have a press event or an announcement on April 14th, and then they would sell the phones on the I think it was April 15th. They will have their press event or announcement on April 15th, and then they would sell the phones a week later on the 22nd. So Prosser put out that leak about the possible iPhone 9 event and then launch date. And then, so when Prosser put this out there, for whatever reason, you got tech publication 9 to 5 Mac coming out with an article stating that the iPhone 9 release is imminent, right? So they put the article out I think it was last Thursday, and they were talking about how the iPhone 9 was going to be released that Friday. Now, obviously, that didn't happen, but they did this after Prosser put out his leaks about the event or the possible event happening on the 15th of April. But that's not the end of it. No. That's not the end. It didn't stop there. So a few days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, Prosser put out another leak. This time, he was leaking information about the impending Apple over-the-ear headphones. He said that the over-the-ear headphones would be announced at WWDC, and he was talking about how they're going to be around $350. There'll be something akin to the Bose 700. But at the end of the tweet, that got everybody in there, that everybody panicked in a bunch. The end of the tweet got everybody panicked in a bunch. So at the end of the tweet, he was talking about Apple's over-the-ear headphones being announced at WWDC, this, that, and the other. And he was also talking about Apple coming out with AirPods X, which is going to be something like Beats X, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the tweet, he said that Apple's end goal is to eventually phase out the Beats brand. I mean, when Apple acquired Beats 6 years ago, I kind of figured that would happen anyway. But for whatever reason, Apple has been allowing Beats to operate independently and still sell products under the Beats branding for the past 6 years. But Prosser said in a tweet that Apple is going to eventually phase out Beats. But tell me why 9 to 5 Mac almost immediately, not immediately, immediately came out with an article debunking Prosser's leak. These dudes came out immediately and said that no, Apple is not planning on phasing out Beats. Bruh, what are you doing? Like what why are you I don't know. You know, like I was talking to Renee Ritchie last night on the podcast, and I was telling Renee that maybe I'm kind of biased because I'm a YouTuber and I'm not a journalist and things like that. But from where I'm standing, it looks like 9 to 5 Mac are going out of their way to discredit John Prosser. And you know, again, I might be biased because John Prosser is a close friend of mine, but you really don't want to be going to war with John Prosser, okay? You don't want to mess with John Prosser because John Prosser is almost never wrong, okay? The thing about John Prosser and his leaks, he has sources inside and outside of Apple. John Prosser does not post those leaks unless he gets that information verified from at least 3 sources. So he's not just putting out the leaks to just put them out there. He is verifying the information, and he does not put out a leak unless that unless that particular leak, unless that info has been verified by multiple sources. So chances are, if John Prosser putting out a leak, it's not crap. He has sources inside the company and outside the company. He has sources in Apple's supply line, much like Ming Chi Kuo does. So Prosser has sources high up in the company, and he has sources in Apple's supply chain. So when he puts out this information, you can bet your bottom dollar it's pretty accurate. And like I said, he has yet to be wrong this year. Everything that he has leaked about Apple this year have come true. None of it has been false. But yet you got 9 to 5 Mac seemingly going out of their way to discredit this man for what? What are you doing? What is your end goal? What do you hope to achieve? Are you mad that Prosser getting the info first before you? I mean, what is this? I don't know. Now there has been this long hidden battle between YouTubers and journalists. It started well before YouTubers and journalists. It started back in the day with newspaper editors and bloggers and things like that. And there's like this battle between old media and new media. It's been going on for a while. I don't really know why. We're all trying to achieve the same thing. At the end of the day, we're all reporting information. We're all like trying to give our audience the best possible information and things like that. I don't get it. That's why at the end of the title of the live stream, I just put enough of this garbage. What are you trying to achieve? 9 to 5 Mac is a reputable tech publication. I don't understand them going out of their way to try to discredit John Prosser. Like, what are you doing? Like, why? Why are you doing that? It makes no sense to me. Like, what? Why? Like, what are you doing? He's not threatening 9 to 5 Mac. 9 to 5 Mac has been around for what? A decade, maybe longer. I don't know, but they've been around for a while. They are reputable. They're one of the websites I go to on a daily basis for my Apple news. So I respect what they do at 9 to 5 Mac. What I don't respect is them going after John Prosser for no apparent reason. Like, it'd be one thing if it happened once, but I just told you guys it happened twice. Like 2 times they went out of their way to discredit John Prosser, and the first time they were dead wrong, and they're probably going to be wrong again as it relates to this beat information. But they are really trying to take it to John for whatever reason. I don't know if he spoke profanity to their dog or something, or somebody over there woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Or I don't know. I don't understand it. This makes no sense. At the end of the day, you have to be in a position to give your viewers, your audience, the most accurate, truthful information possible. Otherwise, none of this matters. Now, I've talked about before. Actually, hold on. Let me I forgot I need to send out a link. I talked about before how I think like some of these journalists have disdain for YouTubers because some of these YouTubers don't have an actual journalism degree. Some of them do, but a lot of the YouTubers, they don't have a journalism degree. They don't have to adhere to the laws of journalism. You know, when you're a journalist, you have to cite your sources. You have to do all this sort of official stuff to make sure that your information is taken seriously and things like that. You have to be all official about it. And I get it. I feel you. I mean, obviously, when you're a journalist, you have to do things under the lens of journalistic integrity and things like that. So I think some of these journalists get mad because YouTubers don't have those same strict set of rules. However, as I've said before on these live streams, anybody could put on a camera and hit record, but not everybody is successful at being a YouTuber. You know, it is extremely difficult to make your living being an online content creator or a YouTuber, if you will. It is extremely difficult. Only few people have done it successfully. And those who have been successful have been doing it for a very long time. But there's a reason why the top YouTubers are successful and they've been doing it for a very long time. Let's talk about we talk about people like Unbox Therapy, iJustine, MKPHD, Flossie Carter, Jonathan Morrison. All of these creators have been doing YouTube for probably 10 plus years, if not that long, probably almost as long. And they have over 1 million subscribers, things like that. But they didn't start out that way. They didn't just put on a camera and get 10 million subscribers right then and there. No. It took them 10 years to build up their credibility, to build their audience, to get to where they are. They're not just named because they're just named. They got lucky. They didn't get lucky. They put in the work. Regardless if you're a real life journalist and you have a journalism degree, or you're a successful YouTuber like Marquez or Justina or Jonathan or Luke, you got to put it in work. Nothing is handed to you. There are no shortcuts. There are no handouts. It is grind, grind, grind. Trust me, I can tell you firsthand about the grind. My main channel, I got like a little over 3,000 subscribers on the main channel, and I've been doing it for 3 years. It is grind. There are no handouts. There are no shortcuts. There is no such thing as an overnight success. There is no such thing as somebody just being handed like an audience. You have to build an audience. The reason why John Prosser is so revered in the YouTube tech space is because he has built up that level of trust with his audience. They know that when he speaks, he is correct. The dude practically has a running gag. I told you so. Like, I think it's even in his Twitter bio. He is, yeah, in his Twitter bio, it says he's the CEO of I Told You So. Why? Because he's practically always right. Because he has built that credibility with his audience. They know that when they watch Front Page Tech, they know that when he puts out these leaks on Twitter about Apple, this, that, and the other, that he's done the homework. He has done his research. John Prosser is not an idiot. The dude does countless hours of research before he ever makes a video or he ever puts out a tweet. So again, if you are a real journalist and you just think that us YouTubers are just putting out information or just hitting record on the camera, oh, hell no. No. It's not that simple. Me, the average time it takes me front to back to do a YouTube video, and probably, let's say like most of my videos are 5 to 8 minutes, right? The actual accumulative time it takes for me to make a YouTube video, a 5 to 8 minute YouTube video, is probably 2 to 3 hours. It used to take longer, but now I got better equipment. But still, it takes me 3 hours practically to make a 5 to 8 minute video because I have to do the research. I have to edit. I have to record. I have to edit. I have to market, promote. I got to make a thumbnail. All of this work that goes into making one YouTube video, and it's 5 to 8 minutes long, but it takes at least 3 hours for me to do it. Now, some people can do it faster. Some people can do it slower. I don't know. It just depends on how long you've been doing it, what your workflow is, this, that, and the other. But please, for the love of God, do not believe that YouTubers are just hitting record on the camera and uploading a video. It is not that simple. And if you don't believe me, ask Brian Tong. Ask Renee Ritchie. Those gentlemen have been actual journalists who have made the transition to be full-time online creators. They will tell you it is not as simple as hitting record on the camera and uploading to YouTube. It is not that simple. It has never been that simple. If you're doing it the right way, this is time consuming. It takes all day, days sometimes, depending on how much content you put in the video before you get to the point where you can hit upload. So it kind of grinds my gears when I see journalists trying to downplay YouTubers and the impact that YouTubers have on the space as a whole, just because we don't have some type of piece of paper or they feel like we're not good enough or whatever the case may be. Listen, man, I can't speak for the rest of my YouTubers, but I can say that I don't have a beef with any of the journalists. You know, if I had my way, I would work with the journalists and we could work together on something like Jonathan, his latest Front Page Tech video, and we could just work together and then it'll be for the greater good. I don't have any beef with any journalist. I don't frown my face up at journalists. I don't think any journalists frown their face up at me. If they do, I don't know about it, but we can all just coexist because we're all going after the same thing. We're all trying to accomplish the same task. At the end of the day, we're all practically reporters or reporting information and things like that. We're all trying to provide the best information, the most accurate information possible for our audience. And I'm not sure why it has to be a war over that. There are what, like 2.5 billion monthly active users on YouTube. There's a whole lot of eyes. There's a whole lot of pie to go around. It's not like I got to take your piece of the pie to make myself better. I don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. There's enough of a tech audience that everybody can have a piece, you know, like we're not like just because like what John might be getting more viewers than 9 to 5 Matt, that doesn't really mean much. That means nothing. If you put in the work, do it the right way, you will have your audience. They will rock with you. They will ride with you because they believe in you and they have seen the experiences. They have seen the work, the grind that you have put in to get to where you are. So this whole journalist versus YouTuber thing is just it's much to do about nothing. I don't understand it. It's kind of ridiculous. But you know what? I have been talking about this for 20 minutes. Let's get a different voice in here because I have just been joined by the uberly lovely Shannon Vlog. Hey, Shannon.
Hello.
Uh-oh, I caught you in the middle of the hair. I caught you in the middle of the hair. I caught you in the middle of the hair. Uh-oh, my bad. How you doing?
That is a loaded question.
But I already know what's coming.
I want to add something to what you were talking about earlier before we if we're gonna switch topics. Just that. Let me see. Can you see me okay? Do I look okay? Am I centered? Okay.
You're good.
I just wanted to talk about how you're like, I don't see what the problem is. We're all doing the same job. That's the problem, is that you're all doing the same job. They view you as competition. They view anybody that's not they have advertisers. Ratings matter. If somebody's getting their news from YouTube, they're not getting it from CNBC or whatever, and then those advertisers are not seeing the ratings that they're looking for, which means that their ads don't get in front of the same number of eyes, which is why the advertisers have different advertising budgets. Now they have an advertising budget for YouTube that used to not be a thing because nobody watched YouTube for the news, and now people do. There are certain people, I could talk to people in my life and say, where do you get your news from? They would say YouTube. They'd say Philip DeFranco, or they'd say maybe they even watch the late night shows, but they watch them on YouTube. But it's a competition. You're competing for eyes, and they don't want that competition. Whether it's you or whether it's a credible source like John Prosser.
I mean, is it really a competition though? I mean, we're in like two different fields though. I mean, we're on YouTube. They're in journalism.
And that's the other thing too. It's like how there's this beef between YouTube makeup artists and real makeup, like real, quote unquote, real, right? Like classically trained. I'm going to call them classically trained makeup artists. They say, oh, well, we went to school and we, did 20, I don't know how many hours of training that they have to do to have their, makeup certificate. I don't know, right? But they don't view YouTube makeup artists as real makeup artists, and there's been sort of same type of beef. Like there's a competition between these makeup artists and the classically trained makeup artists, in the same way that there's competition between YouTube reporters that report on the news and quote unquote classically trained reporters. That's just, that's what I see.
I mean, obviously there is an element of that, because otherwise why even go through all this tip tap? But
right
at the end of the day, I don't think it's as serious as they want to make it out to be. But I can see what you're saying though. I mean, as far as advertisements and things like that. But the reality is that much like everything else in life, things change. Media used to be radio, newspaper, and things like that. Today, it's YouTube, it's online tech publications, things like that. Things are changing. And unfortunately, sometimes if you don't change with the times, you will get left behind.
And the way you can tell that too is that a lot of news media are moving to online, so you can get a subscription, for example, to CNN if you want to. I don't know if the Fox or MSNBC have subscription services, but for sure CNN does, and a lot of them have like online components where you watch the top stories of the day. Well, they wouldn't do that if there weren't opportunities online. Trying to keep, for example, cable television. To keep that being a thing. I mean, it's a declining industry.
That put it politely.
I'm trying to be polite. I really do try to be kind in these things, but like we only have cable because it literally makes our internet and phone bills cheaper. Like if we got rid of our $50 cable package or whatever we have the minimum that they require, it would actually increase our bill by $20. So
Funny how that works.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But keeping like having opportunities like Hulu and Netflix, or opportunities like just having a CNN subscription or just having Showtime, for example. I had that for like 6 months so I could watch I think it's called Kidding with Jim Carrey in it. It was like intense, but very good. But I had that for 6 months. Well, remember when we always used to complain, I can't get just the channels that I want. I only want these channels, or there's 200 channels and there's nothing on television. Now people are saying, oh, good, I have this Roku device and I can just stream all my channels to my device. And that gives me the options that I want. And cable television has never given you the options that you want. And, so it's and there's like no competition either. If there was actual competition for an actual cable company that competed, then you'd have a cable company that'd be like, yeah, sure, you just pick the channels you want and we'll just charge you for that. And, but there's never been that. Now we have some sort of semblance of something that you can do that with. And you see cable subscriptions going down every single year.
So it's funny that you bring up the whole cable situation, because we know that, like you said, cable is on the decline. I mean, cord cutting has been a thing for like 5 years now, and it's only picking up popularity year over year. The cool thing about cord cutting to me is that most cord cutting services offer their service without contract, so you can come and go as you please. And that kind of solves the problem of not being able to get the channels that you want, because basically what you can do now is you can subscribe to the services that have the channels that you want. But then when you don't need that channel or that service anymore, you can just cut it off and move on to the next one and things like that.
That's what I did when I watched Kidding for 4 months. And then when the season was over, I stopped watching Showtime. I'm actually probably going to resubscribe because I didn't know this, but Kidding came out with the second season. So I'm going to watch that.
And that's what I did with Game of Thrones. I signed up for HBO just to watch Game of Thrones. And then when it was over, bye HBO, I'm done.
I still have it because I know they come out with really good stuff all the time. And it's on my list of things I might get rid of, because I'm looking at my things that I have and I'm like, I have so many. Like I have so many subscription services.
Yeah, and that's the other problem. Like the thing about all these companies wanting to have their own subscription services, that then you get right back to the whole cable bundle thing, but only this time it costs more than a bundle because you're signing up for all these different services. But what I like about it, like I said earlier,
cheaper. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, it depends. It depends on how many services that you sign up for. Like if you got all these different services.
I'm sorry.
What I was saying is that if you sign up for all these different services, then you might end up paying more than what you are for your cable bundle. But the cool thing still is that you can pick and choose what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have Hulu, HBO. Well, we have the Disney Plus bundle they offered around Christmas time with ESPN. And what else do we get? I don't know, but we have a bunch of services. And I'm just like, we watch Disney, but we don't ever watch Hulu, or I think I've watched ESPN one time. Like, so yeah, it does end up being a lot, but I still think it's cheaper overall. Even like I'm thinking about when we had HBO, like all these, we had like one of the better cable packages. And when I think back to that, I'm thinking like, what were we paying a month? Like almost $200 or something. I forget, but it was a lot.
Yeah, the cable bundle is kind of nutty. I love the fact that I can choose the services I want via cord cutting, and I'm not tied down to a contract, because that's the other thing with a cable bundle. A lot of times you're tied down to a contract. So even if you want to leave, you can't leave it to the contract. Otherwise, you risk breaching your contract. And
yeah, and then you call them, try to cancel, and they'll like string you along on the phone for 45 minutes.
Yep, kind of nutty. But yeah, going back to the whole YouTuber versus journalism thing, I think the pie is big enough for all of us. We just need to, this whole infighting and crap shouldn't, people just need to calm down. Like,
I think it is. Yeah. At the end of the day, it is the pie is big enough, but everybody always wants like a bigger slice. I want more eyes. I want, because that you get more eyes, you get more sponsors, you get more money. I mean, first you get the eyes, then you get the sponsors. Then
So, I asked you when you came on today how you were doing, and I got the feeling from our conversation earlier that you want to just unleash. So I'm going to let you unleash.
Well, there's just a lot of things, there's a lot of things going on just with me personally, and then just in our world right now. Like, I don't want to beat a dead horse and just add another voice to the chasm, I guess. Is that the word that I'm looking for? Ether. But like me personally, like how I'm handling things, obviously I kind of have an anxious personality type. I don't know if that comes off, if I like come across as like I have like high levels of anxiety, but that's just how I feel. That's who I am. It's a part of who I am. And yeah, so I have like higher-ish levels of anxiety. So this sort of thing does give me anxiety. Thankfully, I have had access to a therapist, so that's good. Yeah, there's like a lot going on in me, but I'm dealing with it by using like the thought techniques that she gave me, and then also like I love Headspace. It is a great little app for meditation, and you can like I'll put it on my headphones and just like be playing with my babies, listening to like my little meditation and being like, yes, the world is a lovely place, or whatever. No, he doesn't say that. He just says count your breaths and all this stuff. The baby's doing wonderful. That's something I can say that I'm very grateful for. She's doing great. She's adorable. If this was a video, I would just put a picture up of her. Of which, by the way, like YouTube wise, I have decided to niche down finally.
Whoa! 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 This is new to me. So, what are we doing, Shannon? What are we doing?
I'm just gonna stick to what I know, which is my Lululemons. That's just what I know, and I'm sticking to it. So, it's all just gonna be about the Lululemons. Mostly a lot of probably haul videos because I love their stuff and I buy it a lot. And then I'm gonna try and figure out other things that I can do, like aside from my collection videos, which are insane and epic. But that's what I've decided. I'm just gonna, I think I still want to make other videos, right? So I'm probably either gonna start a second channel or put them on my personal blog, if I can figure out how to add a video on my blog, because I am technologically, I don't want to say impaired, but I'm not like, I'm not great at technology. I figured out some stuff, like I know how to set up a blog, like I'm good at that stuff. But as far as like, could I put a video on there? I don't know. I've never tried, right? So you won't figure it out until you try.
You realize that I watched you review some headphones before, right? You realize I thought that. I watched that. Don't come on here and tell you're technologically impaired when I've seen you review a pair of headphones. So you are not technologically impaired.
I'm not really, but I do like to be. Thanks for calling me out, because I tend to be a little bit modest. It's not like I don't know nothing, but anyways, yeah. So just personally, that's how I feel. And then with this whole thing, there's just been so much
trash. Let it out. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Let's go. Let it out.
That's just been happening, and I watch it. It just makes me angry. It just makes me angry, because I would see these things and I'd be like, those are lies. Why are they lying? So when this thing first started, I just noticed how nobody's worried. Nobody's worried. Everybody's just walking around like there's nothing going on. And like, I know myself. I know I have a high anxiety personality type. So I'm like, I'm crazy. I'm the crazy one. Like, I'm going out there looking around. I'm like, all right, maybe I'll just like, I'll pick up like a thing of, the Clorox wipes. I was like, all right, let me get a couple of those, and some hand sanitizer. So February 13th, that's the day I was like, yeah, I remember that day because it was the day before the that day, China had like announced that they had gone up to like 60,000 cases and like they shut down Wuhan. And I've been to Wuhan, not recently, okay? Not recently. I am fine. I went like 5 years ago. But that place is massive. And when they shut down the city, okay, so there's two facets to this. One is that China would never just shut down a city of 10 million people. They thrive on their economic output. It's very, very important for the government and to just keep that output going, right? For any government, really.
Mhm.
But especially they take special consideration, and they would never just shut down the city for no reason. So that concerned me. And second of all, I knew that they couldn't contain it within the city because I've been to Wuhan. It's a very well, it has 10 million people, but it's not built up like Manhattan. It's built out. So it took, like, for example, I went downtown for one of these times again, and it was like 45-minute drive just to get like to a different part of the city, you know. And I was like, and it was still within the city. Like you're driving past, you know, house after house after house, and for like 45 minutes, you know. And there's no countryside. It's just this massive, massive city. And so I knew it couldn't be contained. And so when they locked down the city, I was like, no, everybody that's either their middle or upper level income that has access to a vehicle has already left for the most part, I would imagine. And furthermore, like all the travel that was going on because of the Lunar Festival, that's like their one big holiday that they get a year. They get like this like 10, 12 days or something like holidays. And I was just like, no, everybody's gone already. It's already out. So that was the first sort of thing that concerned me. And then so I go out, and like I remember it was the day before that the emergency order was announced. I was at Target, and I'm looking around, and everybody's still fine. Like there's still toilet papers abound on the shelf, even though it was, I know it was selling out in Seattle and New York and stuff like that. But there was still, everybody's just walking around. You know, there was a couple of us out there. Like I saw this old lady was buying some sanitizer, and I was like, I was like, oh, yeah, you. We kind of shared a knowing glance, and she's like, I can't find gloves, and I was like, oh, you need to go. Like, but then the next day after it was announced, I went to Kroger because I needed like milk, and I walked in. I went, oh my God, and I walked out because their line was out the door. Like the line for the cash registers was out. Like I was like, what? And everybody just had a big full cart of groceries. So yeah, but you know, I have a hard time grasping, and two things. I have a hard time grasping two things. One is like that I'm not the crazy one. For once, I wasn't the crazy one, and how I feel like nobody really took anything seriously until I guess it would, like, till somebody else told them to take things seriously.
Yeah, I think I don't think we were prepared as a whole entire country. We were not prepared properly for this at all.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't want to say not at all. I'm sure there's we actually do have some agencies in place like FEMA and the CDC that I have confidence in. I don't know what national stockpile is like. I don't have those numbers. I don't know if I don't know if the public has those numbers. I almost said anybody. Of course, they know how much they have. But you know, the fact that I feel like we had like some sort of pandemic readiness task force that was disbanded a couple years ago. That probably might have been useful. I don't think the WHO's done their. I mean, I don't think the WHO's done their job either.
Yeah. So when the presidential administration transitioned from Obama to Trump, they had a sit-down meeting going over different scenarios, and apparently one of those scenarios was a pandemic. Unfortunately, all of those people that worked for Trump during that transition meeting are no longer working for Trump. So, yeah.
It sucks too because those people are like, they're in government for 20, 30, or however many years, and then they're just like gone, and you lose that knowledge. It's not like you can replace them with a salary. It's also all of the knowledge that they had.
Yeah, like you said, if the old people would have been in place during this actual pandemic, then maybe we would have had some better countermeasures than what we have. But I think we're finally getting to a point where we're starting to finally maybe a little bit flatten the curve. But
I agree.
people,
Yeah, that's a good sign.
but people are still being knuckleheads and going out and about and living their regular lives, and that's not helping at all.
There's a couple different takes you can actually have on if they're younger and they get infected and they get over it and they don't end up in the hospital. That could be a good thing. So you can look at it like that, because if they don't infect anybody else either, which they're not going to do that. That's the thing too. It's about, like, if you can selectively be like, hey, you go out, you get this, you go straight home.
Yeah, that's the big thing though, Shannon. Even if they're young and if they're okay, if they get the virus and they're young and they recover, there's a chance they can still infect people because they're still carrying the virus, even though they're not showing symptoms. They can still infect people. So it doesn't matter if you're younger and healthy. You still need to be at home.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm staying inside. I have tried my hardest. I haven't been out in like a week and a half, and I really, really, really need some bread and like milk, and I'm still not. I don't want to, but
that's the only time I go out. The only time I go out now is for groceries. That's it.
Yeah, and I really don't. But no, so if they could get it and then not infect anyone else and just go home and ride it out, that might be a good thing in the long run. But you can't guarantee. That's not a thing that you can make a guarantee of. And frankly, if they're going out, they're probably being irresponsible in other ways, and they're probably going to infect someone else, and hopefully not someone in the vulnerable population. But you're right, there are people going out sunning the beaches. Who still has their beaches? Does Georgia still have their beaches open?
I don't think any beaches are open at this point. I don't know. Hopefully not, because yeah.
I feel like they were open. Does anybody in the chat know that? I feel like they were open and then they closed them and then they're open again, or they never closed them in the first place.
I don't know, but that's one of the big things about this virus that we just don't know. We don't know if you do catch it. We don't know, even if you recover, we don't know how long that you're still staying contagious. I think I read something on BGR that said that they were doing some testing in China, and one dude stayed contagious for 49 days after he even recovered or something like that. So, yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, that's. I think the average is probably 14 days or something, like whatever they're having people quarantine for. That's what I think the average is. What was that? Did I activate your Siri? Uh-oh. I just activated everyone's.
So Gwendolyn said that, yeah, the governor of Georgia let them open the beaches on Tybee Island. That's not good. No.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, Genosis, I think I've heard that too. The surface, I've seen 3 days. Actually, when I get shipments, I put them into quarantine.
Yo.
Yeah, when I get shipments, I put them into quarantine.
Funny thing about shipments, the shipments that I've been getting, I've been unboxing them outside and throwing the boxes away and then bringing whatever's in the box in the house.
Yeah, I mean, what if you're mailman? I mean, I just don't. You don't know.
You're right. You don't know. We don't know. You got to be cautious. But yeah, I've been doing all my unboxings outside.
Yeah.
And anytime I get deliveries like food or pizza, I'm like, yeah, you can just leave it on the step, walk away.
Yeah, but I have a little chair outside. Just leave it on the little chair. Yeah. I'll grab it in a bit.
Don't you come any closer. Don't you come any closer.
I go overboard. Like, I think I do anyway. I take it out of the box. I if it's pizza and I plate it and then I throw the box out, and then I obviously wash your hands, Hashtag wash your hands.
Like El Jefe keeps telling them, wash your hands, man. Wash your hands.
But that's just that's just like where I've kind of, I do too, 504. I actually do open it with gloves on.
No, I don't really use gloves to open boxes. I just open them and then I wash my hands, pretty much.
That's just as good. I mean, the virus has a lipid outer layer, so soap just breaks it up. But
so Shannon, besides everything going on with this whole pandemic, how are you doing otherwise? Are you doing okay otherwise?
Well, yes. I mean, I had it like at the beginning, before we were starting to get numbers for the states in, I was actually a lot more worried because it was like sort of this thought of the unknown. So I wasn't really sleeping that good. It was not a good look for me. But I spent some time with some family and recovered. And then by the time things started ramping up, I was like, before even the lockdown order, by the time that started happening, I was like, I felt like more prepared or something, like emotionally for this, because this is hard. Like just being inside all the time. I used to just love going to Target with my baby, just randomly, or go to be able to go to the grocery store. Like, I need some milk and bread. Like, I want to just go to the store. But now going to the store is an ordeal. I have to like put a mask on and like, make sure I'm cognizant about the surfaces that I touch, or like, and it makes me feel like I'm looking at the person next to me. Like, are you like, are you going to cough on me? And then like, I bring it home to my like 8-month-old child or something, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about like my family. They have like, some people have like underlying conditions and stuff like that, so.
Right. I mean, but unfortunately, this isn't the new reality. I mean, you have every right to be concerned because this is where we're at.
Yeah, and so this, in terms of like how I personally am right now, this is greatly affecting like how I am. So it's not just like, okay, yes, I'm like, you have to maintain gratitude. So I'm grateful that I have a healthy baby girl that is absolutely adorable. I'm grateful that I have my husband still working. Like, that's a godsend. Like, if he, like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
If he didn't have his job, that would be a issue, Like, we would make it through, but it would be just another thing added on to this crisis that we're having. So I'm grateful that he can work from home. I'm grateful that my in-laws are working from home. I'm grateful that they even have jobs still. They were nonprofit sector, so they haven't been laid off because we have generous donors. Like, not me, but like, I'm talking the community, the community.
Right.
We as in the community. So I like, you have to think about the things that are working for you. I'm grateful that I still have the internet and Netflix and the Tiger King and all this other stuff.
No. Please tell me you're not watching the Tiger King.
Who has not watched this?
Me, I am not watching the damn Tiger King. No, I'm not doing it. No.
You are missing out, sir. You are missing out.
You know what I'm watching, Shannon? I'm binge watching Chicago Fire, one of the best damn shows on television. That's what I'm doing.
All right. See you. You guys have to watch it. It's so messed up, but it's like funny.
What if we're people and enjoying train wreck, man?
I actually like the main character guy. I actually like the Tiger King. I like him. I find him to be an affable character. Now, mind you, I don't appreciate all of his actions, but I like, everybody likes people that are genuine, and I like that about him. He's a very genuine. I don't know. Some people are just not capable. I don't know if you're not capable of lying, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think he's capable of not being himself, perhaps. But I find that interesting.
So
okay. I like that. I feel like he's himself. That's the other. Actually, a lot of the characters that are in the show, they just seem like they're honestly themselves, even if they're awful, even if they're like objectively awful.
Oh man. So I have an interesting question for you. Because you're not. You know about tech, but you're not overly techy like most of the people in the chat.
Yeah.
So, what is your opinion about Apple releasing products during a global pandemic? Because I think it was 2 weeks ago, they just released an iPad and a MacBook Air. And we know that people are losing jobs, companies are going under and things like that. But yet Apple and other companies are still releasing these high-end products. So how do you feel about that?
I think that's one of the things that's going to keep our economy going. You know, who you got to think about who, if you're releasing something, you're employing somebody else. You're employing people down the line. You're not releasing a $2,000 product and then you get to keep all $2,000. You have people that are employed in this country, people that are employed in other countries, and the way that you keep the economy going is that you sell things. You know, if everybody just stopped selling things, then no money would be exchanged, and the value of the dollar that's exchanged. I mean, I don't want to get into economics, but like, if you give somebody $1, you're not just giving them $1, you're giving them $1 and then they give somebody else $1. And the economic value of that ends up being, I think, like $6 or something like that. I forget the exact number, but there's actually, I'm like looking to the chat to see if anybody's like an economist and they just know this the word that I'm looking for. But it's a value of money carried forward, basically. And $1 spent is not just $1 spent. And then you know, even just the taxes that go off that, you know, that person that has the $2,000 to spend on something right now, they have that $2,000 and they're going to spend that $2,000 and then it's like another 10% goes to taxes. And what's that taxes going to? Well, it's going to all of the programs they're having on right now, you know, which we need those.
Yeah. You make a very good point about people being employed. Like you said, if companies are selling product, then people have to be there to sell those products. So
somebody's got to do it. So I still Lululemon, my thing, still has their warehouse open. So I made an order the other day and it went through PayPal twice and I ended up getting 2 the same order. But when I called them, somebody answered the phone. So their call centers are in Vancouver, BC. And so I'm talking to somebody in Canada who's employed because Lululemon's warehouse is still open.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I think somebody in the chat talking about haircuts, and I'm curious, Shannon, because you're a woman of many talents. So I'm just curious. Have you become your husband's barber yet?
I have not. He has really, like, I'm just gonna say this, not just because he's my husband. He has really nice hair. So even if it's like a little long and shaggy, it still looks good. So I'm all right with him not cutting it for a little while. Even if he wanted to grow it out all the way, I'd be all right with that too.
Oh, you're okay with the Corona fro. Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. He actually is considering growing like a Corona beard.
Corona beard. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay.
That's not his thing. I've heard other people say that they're going to do that.
I mean, most people don't have a choice right now, so.
Yeah. So no, I haven't. And I suck at cutting hair. I've tried. I'm not good at it. Not talented.
Not your thing, huh? Okay.
Unfortunately, save some money.
So, another question for you. I have plans to go to VidSummit this year, but I have since nipped those in the bud. Because I figured even if it does happen this year, it's probably not going to happen the way it normally does. So I just canceled those plans. Do you still have plans? I don't know. You already bought a ticket, right? Ooh. Okay.
So now, honestly, you can get a full refund until June. So I had plans to go run a 5K in May that actually the 5K was canceled and I just canceled my hotel today. And then for VidSummit, I really, really want to go still. And so I'm kind of just like, well, I get a refund till June. So I'm going to wait until June to see how things look. And then if I need to get a refund, I'll get a refund. But yeah, no, I already bought a ticket. So I'm like, I was really stoked. Like, I really wanted to go this year. And if I can't go this year, I'm going to go next year. Like, I mean, by then, hopefully we'll have, a vaccine, and like I can just get that, and then nobody will have to worry anymore.
Yeah, the Christian said he just brought his airfare yesterday for a VidSummit. Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I had plans to go this year, but I'm like, you know what, with everything going on, I'm just me just go ahead and buy this laptop I wanted to buy. I've been buying it, and I'll start bought the laptop. So I probably won't be able to get out there this year, but I gotta believe, even if there is still a VidSummit this year, it's not gonna be like year past, I'm guessing. So I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's more about it was really more about the networking, and like, I don't want to say networking because that sounds so, it sounds like it doesn't express the warmth and the friendship that I felt while I was there. I can't speak more highly of VidSummit in terms of that. I mean, I've been to conferences before, and you don't make like friends at like really long-term friends.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys want to know just how legit VidSummit is, this conversation that's happening right now would not be happening if we did not meet at VidSummit.
That's true.
And we met 3 years ago. So
Has it really been 3 years?
It's been 3 years. I know, right? Time flies. But yeah, I knew of Shannon before VidSummit, but we met officially in person at VidSummit, and we've been almost inseparable ever since, almost.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Krayler, it's just gonna be a great time. I loved going. It was so fun. Everybody's so chill, like, and super friendly and outgoing. Like, for the most part, outgoing. There's people like me there, and I'm just like aloof and shy. So yeah, no, but everybody's just super. I mean, you're gonna love it. Absolutely, Doug. VidSummit is legit.
She plays too much, y'all. She playing. Don't listen to her. She plays too much.
But it was a great time, and honestly, like the scene, like the being in LA is really nice too. I like that.
Oh, hell yeah, of course. Especially during that time of the year, especially being in the Midwest. You know how it is in the Midwest. Cold. Maybe it could be snowing, maybe not, but definitely cold.
No, I'm in the South. I'm officially in the South. I'm in Memphis.
You're in Tennessee. You're in the Midwest. What do you mean?
No, I'm officially in the South because it's south of the Mason-Dixon line.
What?
Technically the South.
So Tennessee is not considered the Midwest, really?
I don't think so. Somebody in the I don't know. I'm Canadian.
Man, in Viper world, Tennessee is the Midwest. I don't know. Maybe y'all wrong, but it's the Midwest to me. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to call in a friend. Can I get a?
She phoning a friend. She phoning a friend, y'all.
Oh, but no, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not as warm as LA is in October, but it's pretty comfortable here. I mean, I guess compared to Canada, basically anywhere is comfortable. Can any of my Canadians back me up on this?
I don't know, but Gwendolyn.
Oh, Memphis is the South. Gwendolyn said.
Wow. That's interesting. Never really considered Memphis to be the South, but okay. All right. Learn something new every day.
It's great here, though. I love it. I love Memphis. We had our barbecue fest get canceled, which that's a huge thing here. It's huge, and it got canceled, and it's like a really big deal. I'm really like. I
remember watching your live stream from that barbecue.
Oh man, it's so fun. I love it. I go every year. Oh, it's so fun. It's free everything. You're legally not allowed to charge for it. So like my team and everybody else's team is giving away stuff now. Caveats: you got to get in there. You got to get into the tent, right? You can't just go and take other people's stuff. But if you can get in there, you can have some really good barbecue. I'm from basically Ottawa.
She's from Ottawa.
Yeah.
But Memphis claims her. Whew, oh man. So how is the little one? She doing okay?
She's adorable. She's doing great. She's growing. She's, babbling and kind of trying to she she does this a lot. It's like her thing now. She discovered she can do it and now she just does it all the time. She's just a baby, right? So she's like she crawls and poops and plays with her little toy.
She crawled her poop.
Yeah.
The typical baby stuff. Yep.
Yeah, typical baby stuff. And she's but she's adorable and she's super sweet and she's always happy and stuff. So it's like, how can you not like being around somebody like that,
You know, the coolest thing for her is that she will never know any of the crap that we're going through right now.
No, actually, I thought about this. I'm sorry, I can't eat it again. I thought about this. She's gonna Google when she's older. She's gonna Google your birth, and it's just gonna be coronavirus memes everywhere, and like news about the coronavirus.
But she was born in 2019, though.
Yeah. Well, it's COVID-19 because it was identified in 2019.
Wait a minute, that's why I called it?
Yeah. It's coronavirus disease 19 because it was identified in 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's just gonna hear all this stuff about the coronavirus, and she's gonna, Mommy, what's the coronavirus? And I'm gonna have to be like, have to go through the whole thing. But I think it's gonna be game changing for a lot of things, including lots of work from home policies. I think a lot of places that used to be kind of anti work from home, or like people will be like, oh, you can't do this job from home. Well, actually, it turns out you can.
Yeah, you can.
It's gonna save a lot of like gas money. People and commercial real estate. Think about the implications of everyone working or like a lot more people potentially working from home. Think about the implications on commercial real estate. People are going to need less office space, and that's going to make it cheaper to run your business. It's going to have an impact on the commercial real estate business, which I don't feel bad for. But it's going to result in lower operational costs, which might result in lower product costs for us. Maybe not, That's like one of the implications. There's going to be several implications. There might be something for social policy in terms of like healthcare improvements, improving access to sick leave is, I think, something that might come out of this. Maybe some legislation where it requires employers to offer sick leave, even if it's just like an insurance policy, maybe something like that. I don't know. But I think there might be some policy implications. I think there's going to be definitely like any businesses that were struggling before, like malls and like, you know what I mean? Like stuff that was not online that was struggling before, I think we'll either see them close, unfortunately, or continue like just not, we're just not going to see them open again, or they will open again.
Relative to that, what do you think about the future of the movie theater?
I think it's gonna be a while before people want to go back to the movie theaters. I think it's gonna be a long time before people want to go back. And I don't think that they're gonna have the, I don't want to say authority, but they won't have like the same social permissions to do things like check our temperature before we walk in the door as, for example, a Disney theme park might. So if you pay like $90 to go somewhere all day, or however, I don't know how much Disney tickets are, but if you pay like $100 to go somewhere all day and they check your temperature at the door, you might be okay with that, especially since you're bringing your kids. But if you're going to a movie theater, which is basically the same thing, it's just a bunch of people gathered into one place. I don't know if there's the same social like, oh yeah, this is okay for them to check my temperature before I walk in this place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and so because there won't be that measure, I'm not sure that people will feel safe going. And if people don't feel safe in your establishment, you know, they're not going to want to go. I won't go to a movie. I personally will not go to a movie theater until I'm vaccinated or until I get the antigen test or antibody test.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because movie theaters were already on the decline due to, you know, streaming and on demand and things like that. And this,
They've been on a decline for, I think the prices are just insane. You know, I never go to the movie theater and be like, yes, that was excellent value. No, they have a good time. You know, but I never think I got more out of my money than I put into this. You know, it's just it's been overpriced for a while.
mm-hmm.
Not just the tickets. The tickets are a little pricey, but also like the concession.
Yeah, it's not the tickets, like you said, the concessions that jack up the price, definitely. And like I said, it's already been on the decline.
Yeah, I think it's been on the decline for a while now. So it's not just now that they're having this issue. It's the same thing with malls. It's not just now that the malls are closed and we can't go and we'd totally be in there. You know, it's something that's been going on for a while, and this is just exacerbating. Is that the right word? This issue, and it's bringing it to the forefront. It's making people be aware, like, oh yeah, this business was already kind of declining. And you know, I feel bad because I do enjoy going to the theater and seeing the movie on the big screen, but at the same time, I'm like, you have to go out, you have to, you know, that's the main thing. You have to go out.
Yeah.
And now I'm clamoring. I'm like, I just want to go out.
You know, yeah, I mean, I know like you, I know you spent a lot of time at home even before this happened because I mean you had your daughter, you were at home.
Yep. Stay at home mama, me and her.
And then but now you're like, man, get me out of here.
I go for a walk at least once a day. And I really would like to just be able to live in a world where I can go to Target whenever I want. I can just take my baby and we can go to Target and just walk around and there's walls full of toilet paper.
You want the toilet paper back, huh?
It's just my fantasy. You know, we all have our different wants and needs and wishes, and mine's just like ballrooms full of toilet paper.
Well, you know, one day we will get back to the good old toilet paper days, but I think we're still a long way away. That's the other thing about this whole situation is that I know the government wants to try to attempt to reopen the country by May 1st, but I don't even know if that's realistic.
That's not gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna. No, I don't think that's real. Not the whole. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's realistic. But as to if my area does have purchase caps on TP now. Now they do. I think it's like 1 or 2 maybe per household. Yeah, now they have purchase caps, but they still can't keep it on the shelves. I'm okay. Like I'm fine.
It's funny they implement the purchase cap after they're out of toilet paper.
Oh my god! Did you see that person that was like trying to return the toilet paper back to Costco?
No, what?
Yep, there was an article about it. Somebody's trying to return toilet paper back to Costco, and Costco has their little sign up like, we are not accepting returns on the following items, and it's all like the items that sold out, like hand sanitizer and stuff. And it's because people thought that they could like jack the price up and basically resell it, and then they're like having buyer's remorse because they're not legally. You cannot profit from a pandemic. Like you cannot profit off of these things. Like it's one thing if you go out and buy a Hatchimal and sell it, you know, at Christmas time, you get that as sweet extra $20 or whatever. You can't go out and sell like a liter of hand sanitizer for like $80 when it's really $4.50.
I saw a picture on Twitter of some idiots that like they brought a bunch of toilet paper off Amazon and they, like you said, they tried to resell it, but they got busted by the Attorney General and they confiscated it.
We had a duo of brothers in this Eastern Tennessee that went out and they went to all the little podunk towns and the Dollar Generals and those little towns around where they lived. And they drove for hours and hours and bought out all their toilet paper, all their hand sanitizer. And they got caught. And they are now stuck with all this stuff that they legally can't sell. And those people in those towns where that's their only shop, now they don't have hand sanitizer. And it's
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with going out and buying that hot Christmas toy and selling it on Amazon for an extra $20 or whatever. But you can't do that when people actually need these things literally to live,
But people are gonna people and humans are gonna be a-holes any chance they get.
Humans are gonna human.
Humans are gonna human, man. Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. But you know what? With everything going on, Shannon, I am just happy to see your smiling face.
Oh,
it's been a while.
It has been a while.
But you're smiling, so it's good.
That's true. I have been keeping quiet though. I haven't really been publishing. I'm very sad. It's easier for me to publish blog posts than it is for me to publish YouTube videos because I actually literally have to have the time. I can't. I need to have the baby taken care of by someone else, and that's not always possible. So it's easier for me to I can just write a post on my phone, while she's quietly playing or something like that, and then go back to it later when I inevitably get interrupted. And I've been working on a new book lately because I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write one, but I just felt like my last one. I was like, if I publish this, I'm just gonna make a bunch of people mad, and that's it. It's just, So whereas this one, I'm like, you know what? This is actually gonna help. Well, the other one would have helped somebody too, but it would have just been a bunch of truths that nobody wanted to hear. But this one will help people in a way that it's what people maybe want to or need to hear, and I'm excited for it. It's about how to start a blog.
Ooh, okay.
Because I am good at blogging. That is a thing that I do.
That is the thing that you do. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what I love about it actually is so I have a bunch of little affiliate links on my blog, and I make the most off my Amazon ones, but I even made $20 last week from one of the ones that I have linked to Lululemons, and I was like, oh, that's nice, and just and I haven't written in a month. So that's one of the things I love about blogging. It's just it's a residual income source.
Anytime you can use affiliate links, that's definitely a good look, regardless.
Yeah.
We got to talk about what happened to your phone. You said you had an mishap. What'd you do? What happened with that?
It got a little chip in this. I can't see it. Is it gonna? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I see something. Hold on, let me blow this up real quick.
Oh, there it is. See?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh.
That's not
in the bottom there?
That's not that bad.
Oh my goodness.
What,
it's not that bad, right? So I'm definitely
Which iPhone is that?
Oh, it's still I literally have not bought a new phone in years. It's the iPhone 7 Plus. Yay.
Yeah, Shannon, I think it's time for you to take a look at a new iPhone. I'm just saying, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I told, yeah. So I do need a new one, but I'm one of those very reluctant purchasers of a phone because I just like the fact that I know what's on my phone. I don't have to do anything to it. I know how to use it. There's no learning curve. And yeah, I like my phone. However, I do not put up with minor imperfections such as this. And I think it makes it more likely that it's going to break in the future. I think it's more likely now when I get my phone again that it's going to just smash, right? Because the glass has already lost its structural integrity.
So basically what she's saying, you all, is that her phone has to be like her. No imperfections. Her phone has to be as beautiful as she is. Otherwise, it's unacceptable. So I guess this is the end of the road for that iPhone 7 Plus over there. Bye-bye. love it. I love it.
But yes. So I am gonna get whatever the next one that comes out. And I kind of wanted to know, like, y'all are in the know, and I wanted to know, like, what is it that I can look forward to so that I can really look forward to spending like $1,000 or whatever it is that it's gonna cost me to get a new phone.
Well, I mean, you have options because in about a week, Apple is going to announce their budget iPhone, the iPhone SE.
No. It's like whenever the iPhone is that's out at the time that I buy, I just buy whatever the best version that's out at the time. Like when I bought this, it was the best phone on the market, and that's what I do with my MacBook's the same. This is the best MacBook on the market at the time, and then I don't have to buy another one for like 8 years.
She's literally the female version of myself. I'm the same way. No. We ain't trying to hear about no budget iPhone. We ain't trying to hear about that.
No, all right. I don't care about it. If I wanted a budget phone, I would go out and buy like a Huawei or something. What? They have good phones, I think. No?
Oh, they do, but you're just.
What? Is that not a budget phone?
No. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have budget phones, but that's not really what they're. Oh man! Yeah, that's right, ethnic. No peasant phone for shit. This is great. So, like Bender just said, you're gonna be looking at an iPhone 12 then. Assuming it comes out this year, which there's conflicting reports about that, but assuming it comes out this year, the new iPhone will probably have 5G on deck, although completely useless to most people right now. But
yeah, it is useless to me. I live in Tennessee.
Other than that, it will have an OLED display, which their 7 Plus does not have. So you'll have a new display technology, so that'll be pretty nice. You'll have a bigger screen.
A bigger screen?
A bigger screen, yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Huge. Like.
Yeah, that's a 5.5 inch if you have the Plus. So if you get the 12 Pro Max, you'll be looking at 6.7 inches. Or if you get the little one, it'll be 6.1 inches. So either way,
doesn't matter. Yeah,
you're gonna get a bigger screen.
As long as it's 6 inches, I don't care.
Your camera quality is going to improve by leaps and bounds. So you got that to look forward to.
Yes, that is actually going to be. I mean, I think this is fine, but.
Yeah, your camera quality is gonna be legit.
Mm-hmm.
But now some of the talk is that it may or may not have a 120 hertz refresh rate, basically meaning the screen might be a little bit smoother if they choose to use that 120 hertz refresh rate. But that's a rumor right now. We don't really know if it's gonna happen or not, but possibility. But yeah,
I'm looking forward to it because you're gonna had this phone for a while.
Regardless, you're gonna get quite the upgrade, so you are in for a treat.
I'm excited. Oh, did you hear about? And this is again like it's just news of what's going on right now. People were like tearing down 5G towers. Have you heard about this?
Yes, these foolish mortals. Wow, people are really gullible. If you really believe that this virus is from 5G, then you need to go jump off a bridge or something. What is wrong with you? Oh my God.
Just unfollow me, like.
Right. Don't talk to me. Don't associate with me. You don't exist anymore.
Yeah, because I when I heard about that, I was like, the conspiracy theories have really, and I follow some of those people. Like, maybe not, but like, I follow some of the preppers just because I find them interesting, and I discovered them over the course of what's going on, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But some of them are like real conspiracy theorists, and I'm like, some of them make sense, and then some of them I'm like, oh, you're a little bit off the deep end there, buddy.
So last year when I did like multiple videos on 5G phones and 5G in general, I would get all these comments about, oh my God, 5G causing cancer, 5G doesn't help you. But I'm like, no, dude, no.
No, if they ever refer to anything, there's a specific scientist and specific paper that was associated with that, but they cherry pick the data. And if you go back to the original studies and stuff, and if you know anything about, anyways, Thunderfoot, is that his name? He did a really good video about it. But he's a scientist, like a legit scientist, and he like debunked that, and he was like, the worst it can do is like make you a little warm, like if you get really close to it or something like that.
Yeah, I did a video myself debunking the whole 5G being unsafe, and the number one, there hasn't really been enough testing to determine that, but number two, the testing that has been done on previous wireless technologies have shown that there is no direct correlation between these wireless technologies, these radio signals, and cancer. Between I think 1983 and between 1983 and 2015, the rate of cancer as it relates to cell phones jumped 1% in 40 years. So don't believe everything you hear. Just don't do it.
Don't make that. It's just
don't do it.
Yeah.
But no, for those of y'all that might watch the replay and you're concerned, no, the coronavirus was not caused by 5G. No, actually, the coronavirus can't even travel. There's no such thing as a virus traveling through radio waves. So what are you talking about?
There's no such thing as a virus that's created by like 5G. Viruses have existed forever.
Yeah.
And it's mind-boggling.
It makes your brain hurt, right? It makes your brain hurt.
Because it's like, what's polio then? What's measles then? What about the previous coronavirus?
Right. 100 years ago, the previous pandemic was the Spanish flu. There was no 5G around 100 years ago. So
it's just, it hurts my brain. It just hurts my brain when it's, and it makes me feel bad because it's just people that want a solution. They want a fast solution, an unrealistic solution, and they want answers, and they don't feel like they're getting any, but that's not the answer.
Or they want to create fear because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, and some people have something to gain from it too. Some people that go out there and create fear literally have something to gain because they're selling something, or they're selling their ideas. Even just selling your ideas and having that kind of influence can make me money, and there's all sorts of reasons for people to make up crazy lies like that.
It's ridiculous. So you got me with the Tiger King, but please, for the love of God, tell me you're watching other things besides the Tiger King.
I watch a lot of YouTube. I love my YouTube. So I'm watching a lot of Magic the Gathering content right now. I know, like,
you are all over the Magic the Gathering stuff.
I feel like it's a completely separate audience than the tech market. But maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Because there's like 10 million players worldwide, supposedly, right? But Arena, which is the Magic the Gathering, like, it's one of their online platforms. But it's the main one right now. And if you're curious about the game, just go download Arena if you have a PC. If you have a Mac, you can't play it, which sucks because I have a Mac. But I play it on my husband's computer.
Oh, man. Mac get no love in the gaming department. Mac get no love with the gaming at all.
It sucks. They said they were going to come out with it on a Mac. They haven't yet. Anyways, I love the game. I've been playing since forever. But like, I put it down and I picked it back up again, which is fine. You can totally do that. But I've started, like, there's different formats. So the main format that you can play with your cards, your physical cards that you don't have, like, the online version has online cards. The physical version, you have physical cards. And I want to play this format called Commander, and I'm building my first Commander deck. So that's what I'm doing with my little quarantine time, is eBay's taking some of my money, and I'm buying some nice cards for my Commander deck.
So basically, she is plotting to take over the world in Magic the Gathering. Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, it's going to be fun. I don't know. Oh, Simple Tech says, I think there is some crossover. Well, I hope that there is. I think it is a lot. It's like 97% men that play this game.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, the reason I know that is because the YouTubers that I watch will often cite their statistics as like 3% women watch this channel. Like, it's a joke. Like, it's literally, that's how many girls play this game. It's a meme.
But YouTube is mostly watched by men, so I don't know how accurate that is.
True? Is that true? Women don't watch YouTube?
I mean, you've seen the numbers. I mean, yeah,
usually that. Oh, no, I don't think that's true. I think women watch YouTube, but I don't think it's. And I certainly wouldn't say. Perhaps more men. Perhaps let's say more men watch YouTube. It wouldn't be like. It's. I mean, it wouldn't be. I'd have to see these statistics because it's not going to be like 97%, 3%.
No. But there are more men, like you said, that watch YouTube than women for whatever reason.
Perhaps. Well, it's because we're out there, you know, running the world. You guys,
mm-hmm.
Just kidding. Of course, I'm not a part of that. You know, I'm over here with you guys and watching YouTube. But no, I've been watching a lot of like Magic the Gathering deck builders, and you know, we're going through the spoiler season for the next set, and it's very exciting because we get to spend money on cards that we can't play with until the pandemic is over.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I want to go back to something we were talking about earlier. You made the decision to actually niche down on your YouTube channel. I'm curious because for the longest time you were just like, I don't care, I'm gonna do whatever I want. You were never on. I mean, your goal on YouTube was never like to build a channel per se. So
I just wanted to share my ideas.
Right. So what was the change in niching down?
Oh God, I shouldn't say. Somebody commented on one of my videos that they're like, oh, I came over here for this, and like you only have one video on it, and like it made me feel bad. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just like make only videos about this one topic, and then if you want to see videos about that other topic, you can go to this other channel. Like or you can go to my blog. I put videos up my blog or whatever.
Okay, that's interesting because that's just one person though. Have you got multiple comments like that? Or
no, it's just one person.
So you are changing your whole channel outlook because of one comment? Oh my goodness.
I know. But it was kind of like a thing that was inevitable, right? Because like I also thought like there's certain videos that I put out like that I really like felt like could help a lot of people if a lot of people were to see them. Mostly like my ones about how to get good grades in college, because those ones were like they're just really like unconventional advice of like how I ended up getting grades, even though like yeah, anyway. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm the hardest worker ever, you know? But they would have got more views if I had more subscribers. And I'm like, you know what? If I build up my channel with Lululemon content, and then once in a while I can drop a video that's like, that means a lot, that would mean a lot to me if a lot of people saw it, then I can do that way. So, but I love Lululemon anyway. So half my content, at least half my content, was already about Lululemon. So I'm just gonna, keep piling videos into that bucket. And then if I want to put videos in a different bucket, I'll make a dedicated playlist or something like that.
You know, Viper is subscribed to a litany of YouTube channels, most of them being tech related. When I first started watching YouTube, I can honestly say that I never, ever in my wildest things think that I would be subscribed to a Lululemon channel. However, it's Shannon, so I am all over that. You know, I watch all your videos anyway, so I am there.
Pardon?
I'm gonna be like,
oh my goodness,
hey, I'm gonna be like, hey, oh, that's not Lulu. Hey, Lulu, how you doing? All over it. Hopefully, it works out for you. I'm kind of in a similar situation myself, niching down Apple content. It's still a bit of slow road, but it's only been a few months, so
yeah.
It's only been a few months, so I'm giving it to the end of the year, and we'll reassess at that point. But yeah, it's good, man. It's like I don't know if I will change the entire course of my channel for one comment, but they do make a point though, and it's something I've talked about before. When you are on YouTube and you're making content, the best way, if you want to grow or if you want to build an audience, the best way is to become known for something, because then people, when they sign up and they subscribe to your channel, they have that expectation of the content that they will get from you.
That's the other thing though too. Like, I'm already known on my blog for my Lululemon content, and I think that when people click my "come visit me on YouTube" link, they expect to see content about Lululemon. So that keeps it consistent. Keeps it consistent for them too. And I do care a lot about blog audience as well as my YouTube audience, because like I want it to be harmonious. Actually, I didn't care at first. I was kind of like, oh, I just want to publish videos and have a good time, and then I was like, you know what, I should try and make it consistent and like try to be a little bit more cognizant that people came for a purpose. People hit the subscribe button for a certain reason, and I should honor that. And if I want to make other videos, which I actually still probably will, like I'm going to make other videos, and I'll either put them on my personal blog, or I might start another channel.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like I said, when people sign up and they subscribe to you, they expect that certain type of content. And if you deviate, it kind of throws them off. Like I said, for the first 2 years of my YouTube career, that's what I did. I pretty much did what you did. I pretty much uploaded anything and everything that I wanted to do, even though it was all tech related. It was all over the tech sphere. So if Android fanboys hit subscribe and I uploaded an Apple video, they're like, what the hell is this? We ain't signed up for this. Or if Apple people subscribe and I drop a Pixel review, they're like, what is this about? So when you don't deliver on those expectations, then you lose people. So that's why I decided to niche down. It sounds like that's why you're decided to niche down, and hopefully it works out for both of us.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like it's working out pretty good for you. What do you think?
I mean, I've had comments from people that appreciate it. So as far as the numbers go, the numbers haven't really panned it out yet. But like I said, it's still pretty early, so I'm still gonna stay with it. Mike, thank you for the super chat, sir. I appreciate it. Got that refund check, huh? Okay, that's
All
what's
right.
happening.
Well, it's good to hear that somebody got theirs.
Now I think he's talking about his tax refund. I don't know if he's talking about his stimulus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
Ain't nobody got that yet. We still waiting on that, but yeah.
I checked my bank account this morning. I was like, no Lululemon for me today.
Also, we know what you're gonna do when you get your stimulus. You're going right to Lulu.
Well, I'm gonna spend some money. I probably will end up getting something, but
well, you know what I told you a long time ago about your haul videos, right? Remember what I told you?
No, I don't.
You remember what I told? Oh, you remember what I told you?
No.
So when you did your haul videos, you used to post pictures of some different models in the actual clothing, and I told you at some point you're gonna.
I will one day, probably.
You know where I'm going with this.
I don't know. I might just do like pictures of me. I think
okay.
Like, videos of try-ons, like
pictures are good.
Yeah, I might just do the photos. But I think you are right to a certain extent. I think that some people probably want to see like kind of I have like a very normal body type. Like I'm not like a tiny girl. Never. Yeah. So I think like I have a very average, that's what I'm looking for. Like the average US body type, I think. So
yeah, I mean
people, they'll see like, oh, this is what I might look like.
I mean, but besides my own selfish desires, people want to see what they could potentially look like in the clothing.
So it's not like exactly. Like I'm buying the stuff and I know what I'll look like in it pretty much, because I've been such a fan of the brand for so long and I know what their stuff fits like. But maybe somebody that's like my size, but you know, they're new to the brand or whatever. Maybe, it could be helpful. I might do that. I don't have to set it up though, because I have to get a mirror. Anyway, I guess it's not a big deal.
I'm pretty sure you could make it work. You can make it work. But yeah, I'm gonna keep messing with you until you get it done.
I'm really technologically not.
You really what?
Technology, like it just eludes me. I don't know about this whole like what cameras and stuff. You know, what's up with that?
Oh, whatever. You could just find a full-length body mirror and then take a snapshot with your cell phone.
That's probably what I'll do. I miss. Now that you're saying, I miss going to the gym because you can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So
I gotta get going though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna join you because I'm gonna go back to binging Chicago Fire. But people, thank you for joining the lottery tonight. Hopefully you guys got the entertainment. And thank you to the lovely Shannon for joining me. Always a pleasure, Shannon.
Au revoir.
We really don't chat enough, so hopefully we can chat more, but I know you're busy, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But thank you guys for joining the lottery tonight. If you guys donated, thank you for donating. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Shannon's gonna go back to conquer Magic the Gathering, and I'm gonna go back and start benching some more Chicago Fire because that show was awesome. But we out of here, you all. So until the next time, stay safe, stay home. Do not go out if you don't have to. Stay home. We're trying to flatten the curve. We're finally on the other. We're finally getting to a place where we're starting to make progress. So stay your behinds at home. But until the next time, people, this your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me. So come back for more.